6.5 properties of logarithms. So I put all the properties on one slide. There are some properties which are called the product, quotient, and power properties. And if you remember, logs are exponents. So when you are multiplying two powers, you basically add the exponents, right? These are the logs. You can add the exponents and split up this log. When you're dividing, you're subtracting the exponents. When you have a power rule, the end actually comes out in front, and it's n times log base b of m. I did some examples over here. Notice that you have a product, and you split them down into the sum of two logs. Quotient, the difference of logs, and the power comes out front. Now, going from left to right is going to be called expanding, and it could be just one thing, such as what's listed below, or there could be two or three things that you have to do. And going from right to left is called condense. So those would be you could go either direction, depending upon what the directions say. There's also something called a change of base formula. Change of base formula says that when you have a base and that's different than e or 10, you can split up the log into a quotient. And notice that the number a comes up here and the base comes down here. B can be anything, not 1. Typically, you want to have it as 10 or e. So for example, if you have this log, notice that this has now base 10 on the logs, and it has base e here, which is the natural log. They all are equal. These are ratios, and that's how they're able to be equal, because the ratio of the common log would equal the ratio of the natural log based on those numbers. And then the last property to remember is just the definition of logs. Notice going from log to exponential and exponential to the log. In these types of questions, it may say to expand. And so we're going to use those properties. This is a product. So it's going to be, it can be written as log of 5 plus the log of x. You can't go any further than that. How about this one? Log of 12 minus, because it's a quotient, the log of 2x. Now be careful here because you're not done. You have to continue with this one. So it's the log 12 minus log 2 plus log x. Notice if I put minus and then parentheses. This is equal to this. Now to finish it off, you're going to distribute that negative sign and see that it equals the last part. This is just the power rule, and so you're basically saying condense this. So the 4 would in fact go up as a power, so it'd be log 2 to the 4th power. Change of base, you know that this is actually equal to 3 to what exponent equals 81. So that would be to the 4. So you know it's equal to 4. But let's say it's not so easy and this is a 2. That would equal the log, log of 2 base 2 of 81 equals, so this will remain as a 3. We're just changing it in this problem. So that means that it's going to be the log 81 over the log of 2. And if you don't want to do that, it's also equal to ln natural log 81 over the natural log of 2. They're equal to the same thing. Then you would take your calculator and figure out what that is. So let's see, I'll just do the natural one. You can check both of them just to make sure that they are equal. ln of 81. Oops, and divided by the ln of 2. And that should be approximately equal to 6.3